There are two types of people in this world. Those who wake up ready to take on the world, and the rest of us who would rather take on our alarm clocks. Do you wake up in the morning feeling energetic and excited to start the day? Or would you rather just take a rest in your bed for the rest of the day? Good morning routines can create a stability of bedrock in your life, no matter who or what you are up against. Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. This is Kimberly, and today we will be talking about creating the perfect morning routine for you. Before we start, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Live Love Yoga with Kimberly, for more yoga and mindfulness videos. A morning routine is performing a daily ritual of half an hour to an hour to become hyper-productive in your life day in and day out. It might seem too good to be true, but it's no coincidence that there's one thing in common among the most successful people on this earth. Just think of Elon Musk, Bill and Melinda Gates, Jeff Bezos. They all have one thing in common. All of them have their own morning ritual routine that gives them a head start compared to their competitors. And this for sure helps them to be the successful people we know them to be today. There are a lot of benefits we can get from having a daily morning routine. So let me share some of those benefits with you guys. The first benefit is physical and emotional connection. Feeling good physically can certainly have an effect on how we feel emotionally. We usually don't walk around having a flu with a smile on our faces, right? So if your body is healthy and you have a solid morning routine, it will not only make you look good on the outside, but you will also feel good on the inside. I practice yoga every morning, and of course, some of the days I'm not able to do so. And during those days that I'm not able to practice my yoga, I certainly feel the difference of how I feel in terms of my mood for that day. So I really make sure that if I can do it, I will do my yoga practice in the morning. The next benefit is improvement with our relationships. When we feel overwhelmed and stressed, our emotions can easily show up in our relationships with the important people in our lives. How many times have you come home from a long and stressful day and have taken out your frustrations to a loved one? We can easily show our emotions through venting, anger, or even isolation from those we love. As we start building a morning routine that allows us to feel confident, productive, and resilient, we might find that our relationships feel closer, more connected, and positive as well. The next benefit of having a morning routine is towards our productivity. A morning routine helps us set the tone for the day, allowing us to better control our schedules rather than our schedules controlling us. As we start each day fresh, we can better focus on what is in front of us, where to prioritize our time, and ultimately increasing our productivity. Productivity is not always about how much we are getting done, but can also refer to the level of quality and intention that we give to our tasks. Finishing the day with 10 half-completed tasks feels so much different from completing 6 tasks and feeling proud of the quality of your work. When we are constantly reacting to additional tasks, stressors, or needs of others, we can find it very difficult to effectively prioritize and follow through. The next benefit of having a morning routine is towards our confidence. Being confident means so much more than saying, "I like myself." Authentic confidence is grown through experiences. Self-efficacy is a term that refers to our belief that we can achieve goals and complete tasks. It is a belief in our own abilities. Different from self-esteem, which is an overview of our feelings of self-worth, self-efficacy is more influential in helping us build confidence and resilience. Physical and emotional connection, relationships, productivity, and confidence. So aside from those, a solid and consistent morning routine can offer us a time to practice intentional mindfulness. This will lead to feelings of greater peace as we go through our day. Also, feeling productive in our day can lead to a more peaceful evening and, in turn, a better night's sleep for a refreshed morning the next day. I will be sharing with you a glimpse of how my morning routine goes, but before that, let me give you some tips on how you can build your own morning routine. Tip number 1 is to give yourself time. Allot yourself some time in the morning that you know you could stick up to. So if you're just starting, maybe you can give yourself a short time to begin with. Maybe start with 15 minutes or 30 minutes as opposed to a full-blown 1 hour. This is so you don't give yourself a hard time in the morning trying to hit snooze. After deciding how much time you'll be giving yourself each morning, please stick with it. When you wake up, don't hit the snooze button, just get up and give yourself this amount of time that you promised you would. After deciding the time that you will have for yourself each morning, the next tip is to move your body. I hope you use your morning routine for activities that make yourself go away from your screens, like your mobile phones, your television, as we can definitely use these moments to stand up, move our body, stretch our limbs, practice yoga, or even going for a brief walk outside. Any body movement in the morning would definitely be better than staying in bed and being on social media. When we are actively moving our muscles, we're also actively moving our minds. So key things to remember when you wake up: don't hit the snooze button, don't stay in bed, get out of bed, go stretching. Any kind of body movements will do you good. It doesn't have to be intense. After moving our body, or aside from moving our body, my next tip would be for you to practice stillness. Activities like meditation, breathing, or praying are all good activities to add to your morning routine. Practicing stillness can help make us feel grounded and focused and ready to effectively prioritize tasks. Skipping the step can lead us to continue feeling rushed and less effective towards our day, so it beats the purpose of having a good morning routine to begin with. So please don't forget to have a moment of stillness in your routine. Key things to remember: stillness is as important as body movement. Practicing stillness can help us learn to focus our energy. Meditation, breathing, and prayer are all good examples of stillness. My next tip is to fuel yourselves properly. Since we were kids, we've likely heard the message, "Don't start your day without having a proper breakfast." It is true that the way we fuel ourselves in the morning can have a big effect on our physical health, our energy levels, and our mental health. It is true that how we fuel ourselves in the morning can have a powerful influence on our physical health, levels of energy, and our mental attitude for that day. So key things to remember here is: 1. Don't allow yourself to make impulsive decisions about food. Number 2, take time to prep and plan a healthy breakfast. And lastly, you don't have to beat yourself up. You can always try with simple and easy breakfast meals to begin with. Another tip is to review your day. As you wrap up your morning routine, It can be helpful to then take an intentional look at your day. Reviewing your day with intent allows you to maintain control over your schedule rather than your schedule controlling you. So key things to remember. Be honest with yourself as you look through your day. Remember that not everything can be a top priority. Focus on one thing at a time. My last tip for you is to plan at night. Although we are talking about developing a good morning routine, it can be really helpful to start with the process the night before. If there are things that you can set in place to make your morning routine easier, go ahead and do that before bed. Simple ideas could be just laying out your clothes for the next day, prepping the food you will have for breakfast, or packing your lunch ahead of time. Your morning self will thank you for this. Before we end this episode, I will be sharing with you my simple morning routine. The first thing I do when I wake up is I drink a glass of water, so I prepare that before going to sleep. So after I drink my glass of water, I get out of bed and sit on my meditation pillow. So I actually have my meditation pillow right beside my bed, so it would be easy for me to go meditate. So I sit on my meditation pillow and start meditating away. I start with my meditation first before my physical exercise because in some days I actually have busier days, so if ever I don't get to move my body, at least I have meditated for that day. After a short 5 to 10 minute meditation, I drink some more water and I go to my yoga space. Before I practice yoga, I light up some incense sticks to give myself a more peaceful vibe to start my day. My yoga practice would depend for each day, so I plan that out the night before. If I'm going to have a busier day, my schedule is packed, I would only have time to practice 30 minutes of yoga. But if I have more time, I practice at least an hour of yoga. After practicing yoga, I prepare myself a hot coffee and I start to check some of my emails and see what is in store for me for that day. After drinking coffee, I then take a cold shower, and then after my shower, I then eat my breakfast. So I usually have just smoothie bowls for breakfast. It's very easy to prepare, but it's very healthy and nutritious for your body. So there you have it, guys. I hope you'll be able to start and stick to a morning routine. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Live Love Yoga with Kimberly. Enjoy your day, guys.